support of TV Kojiko.
Hi, I'm Rob Duvel and welcome to Halton Tech Today. On today's episode, we're doing something completely different. We're actually talking to two companies. One's called Redbit, that designs software for apps, and the other one is TitanFire. And TitanFire is completely different. They actually are making products to be used in your outdoor setting. And that's why we're doing a little bit of outdoor work today. And something that's great about both these companies is they're working together, something that we've really seen in the last few years with Halton companies. They're using their forces to make better products, and boy, these products are completely different. So hope you enjoy the show today. We'll see you inside. Hi, I'm Rob Duvel and welcome to Halton Tech Today. I'm here with Sydney and Mark. Mark is actually from a company called Redbit, and Sydney owns a company called TitanFire. And we're doing a bit of a different show today. We're going to kind of be in two places. One is in Sydney's wonderful showroom, which is the back of his home, and we're going to see some real interesting apps that are specifically geared to a lot of people who enjoy the summer. But Mark actually does a lot of the design in applications and, of course, portable devices. So thanks very much, guys, for having us here. And Mark, I guess we'll start with you, and we'll just take a look at maybe some of the products that you're doing. Maybe explain to us a little bit about what it is that you do at Redbit.
Yep. So at Redbit, what we essentially do is we help companies build out products that they want to sell to their end customers. So we work with large Fortune 1000 companies to startups, and we do a lot of work locally too with local companies such as TitanFire. But we build up their products, get them commercially ready, and then help them build out a team to continue supporting that product. Right. So we partner with a lot of companies and startups that are out there, but we also build on the enterprise side, the enterprise level.
Fantastic. And so what kind of companies are you dealing with that people would know, kind of large companies?
Large companies are companies like Microsoft, Globe and Mail, MTV. Those are some of our bigger customers. And then on the smaller side, startups like TitanFire, some other companies like Yappa Game, which is local here in the Halton region. And another one is Teach Me Phonics, which is they built out an application to help people learn to read English.
Right. And that's kind of important where a lot of people have an idea, like you did with your TitanFire product, but don't really know where to go. So your company can kind of help them design that app and get that idea to market a little bit easier, or maybe you have expertise in those areas that you could say, this is working really well, but this doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, we build a lot of different types of systems. So we could build the mobile apps, so we could help them figure out what technology is required, build out the back-end systems, and do any visual designs that are required. So that's the type of, we bring all those different skill sets, because you're right, people usually have an idea but don't know the technology to implement it.
Yeah, and they also really don't know, that they have to get the idea on paper first and say, this is where I want to be, because I'm sure they have all these great grandiose ideas and they're so expensive that no one would ever be able to afford.
No, and that's one of the things we try to get through. It's like, what are your most important features in the product, right? What do you need to get in front of your customer for them to start using it? Because the customer will drive future features. Right. So you want to get it in front of customers as soon as possible, and then drive the product from there, and it'll evolve from there. And then if you get customer involvement, it's better because they'll use the product.
Yeah, for sure. So maybe you could just show us some of the things that you're doing on these applications, and you can kind of walk through some of them.
Sure. So some of the apps that we do, so we're a Microsoft partner, a Shopify partner, and a Xamarin partner. So Microsoft, they're largest software company out there. We do a lot of work on their platform. So some of them are some of the Windows 8. So we do some Windows 8, Windows Phone, but we also do on the iPhone and Android. Right. The first one I'll go through is a project that we did with Microsoft, and it's called Asthma Journal. So I'm just going to switch over to the website.
Of course.
And basically, Asthma Journal, I'm just going to zoom in here. Basically, what it allows you to do is allows you to, and it's a proof concept product that we wrote, but it allows you to record any asthma episodes for people who have asthma, right? But what it also does is it has pollution data. So there's open data that's available from Environment Canada where it tells you how much pollution is emitted by factories that are around you. So here you see that there is a few factories near us. Let me just zoom that in. So you notice here, Genpack, their release levels is 5.2. So this is data that we put together it's a project that we did for Microsoft. So you could see what pollution levels are nearby. And then if you could also get an average in the Oakville area, your respiratory risk rating. So, and that's the risk factor there. So you see it's 4.4, and as you move around in different areas, it goes out. If you go North Halton, it's most likely lower. But as you go, towards Burlington, Hamilton area, it gets a little bit higher.
Of course.
So that is one of the products there, and we have a companion doctor app. So the doctor app, basically, a doctor could go in and they could see the data that everybody submits. So if there's any data there, we're going to have to log in.
Sure.
And this here is built, it's a Windows 8, it's a Windows Azure backend. Just going to go into the pollution, and here's the same pollution data that is coming through. So it's similar content as the website, but this is more tailored for the doctor.
Wonderful.
So doctor scenario.
Because the other one that you showed me there, the first one, that would be a great product geared to maybe a real estate agent. They have a family coming in, special needs for children.
Yeah.
They might want to know some of that information.
Oh, for sure.
It's not even tapped into, really.
Yeah, and this, I mean, the data is publicly available. It's just they give you text files and long spreadsheets of data, which nobody can make sense of, right? So this is a nice way to kind of visualize that data, that pollution data. So that's one of the projects. And again, this was a proof concept that we did with Microsoft to showcase some of the open data that's out there in Canada. Another one, so one of the other projects, I'll go through some of our products here, but one that we built was something called Social Cloud. So essentially this will allow you to grab Twitter, Instagram, Foursquare, feeds and data. And we capture all that data, and then there's a whole system behind it that basically kind of shows you all the data that's coming through. So this is just the raw data, but then we work with a partner company to visualize the data. So here are all the words coming in. Here's some of the tweets. So right now we have it set to Microsoft. So all the tweets coming in, and you could visualize. So here, there's a lot of people doing about the Xbox, right? So this is something that we're talking to a few companies to use at some events and conferences where people start tweeting and posting pictures and everything. They could put this up on a big screen and show the data and show the engagement of their audience.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So that's one of the products. So we have some other products on Shopify. So like I said, we're a Shopify partner. We have one, again, integrating social media, Instagram. So people can easily put it onto their Shopify store. And then another one where it's a simple shipping calculator, where it takes about 3-4 hours to integrate it into your store. And we've cut it down to about 10 minutes with that product. So people just buy it, install it, and then it does it for them. And one of the last ones is Titanfire. So Titanfire, what they're doing is, I like calling it, they're building a smart barbecue. But essentially what the barbecue does is allows you to see your propane levels and see your measure the temperature of your meats and then we have an entire app on here that kind of communicates with the barbecue. So it's an iPhone app, communicates with the barbecue over Bluetooth, and away we go.
Yeah, you've taken it kind of to a whole new level, both you and Nicholas, because from what I've seen in the past, people just do apps, but this actually now is taking apps out of a virtual kind of reality and bringing it to the real reality. Meat on a barbecue. It doesn't get more exciting than that, especially in the summer. But just the fact that you're going to be able to do so many more things with your applications, this is where it gets a little more interesting.
Yeah, and one of their goals is to control the backyard experience and to control it with their app that they have on their phone that we're building out for them. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Titan Fire is going to be what we're seeing outside, but I don't want to give away too many things, because we'll take a look at those products and then maybe we'll come back here and see what we see on the interface. Well, Sid, I'll tell you, I've been waiting for weeks to play with your toys. You have the coolest toys going around, and thank you very much for inviting us here. I mean, you've got all of these toys around the area, but this is the one that excites me the most. So how about you tell us how Titan Fire started and how you got here?
Well, started in 2010, worked in the gas fireplace and gas barbecue industry for close to 20 years.
Right.
And I've always had a passion for the grilling industry and also had a passion for the technology side.
Yes.
And I started off with more of a commodity style barbecue, toying around, seeing if I could bring that to market, but quickly realized that I needed differentiation to be able to compete in the market and provide the customer experience that I'm looking for the Titan Fire brand to personify.
Right.
So this is my backyard, and this is some of the new products that we're coming out with. And I'm very excited that we're getting very close to actually launching it and showing you everything that we do with the product line.
That's great. Well, how about you walk us through what this is all about? Because when people first see this, they think it's just a regular barbecue, but it isn't a regular barbecue. Tell us what this does.
Well, this product line is the new Titan Fire line that will be being introduced in September-October timeframe. It will be a complete line of barbecues that will also have the built-in features, so everything from refrigerators to teppanyaki grills to pizza ovens. So part of the the outdoor lifestyle that people are looking at.
Sure.
But some of the new features in which we're doing, not only producing a quality barbecue, is adding on some technology like Bluetooth stereo systems, the application in which I work together with Mark at Redbit on to develop, to create an experience for the end customer that they never have to worry about running out of propane again, they never have to worry about burning their steak again, and they also have use for their outside barbecue that they never had before.
Right.
By being able to stream music, listen to music outside with your friends and family, watching a movie outside, connecting up a small projector to your iPhone and streaming video so you can watch movies outside. And delivering that whole experience in an outdoor setting like we have here is really what we're all about, and we want to show that with our product line.
Yeah. So people are probably wondering, why would I need Bluetooth on my barbecue? So what's the real cool feature about your Bluetooth software that would require you to have it in a barbecue? Not just the music, but what else is it doing?
The Bluetooth technology allows you to connect up to the iPhone through low energy Bluetooth technology. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to check your propane level for one point. And how many times have people run out of propane while cooking? You have a large party over, you get the grill going, everybody's happy,
Happens to me all the time.
and halfway through you have $100 worth of steaks or chicken or whatever on the grill, and you're out of propane.
Right.
And suddenly there's an emergency. Where's the closest propane refiller? How do I get there? By the time you get back, you get the propane going, the meat is cooled down, and sometimes you've ruined your meal.
Sure.
And it's very, very frustrating when you've gone to that much trouble to